Good morning. This is me, no makeup, no filters, exactly as I just woke up, except that I cannot operate or move or function until I have coffee. Yes, coffee. Despite me being a health freak, I haven't fallen in any of the trends of mushrooms or any other healthy drinks. If you think that's something I should explore, leave me a comment. Then my next step is my few minutes of me time. I journal about my dreams and have conversations with what I call my higher self, asking questions and writing the answers as they come. And sometimes I add to that, if I have time, a little creativity is my time for writing in the morning. Today, my daughter doesn't go to school, so it's great. I have extra time. This is the breakfast of a health freak. Is focus on protein, eggs, kefir with an extra protein powder, sauerkraut, both of them fermented foods in life cultures, healthy oils. Today, before I start my workday, I have one more task, which is putting away my homemade kefir. This happens to be my goat milk kefir. And yes, it is a little bit of an extreme health freak thing to make my own, but I love it. I know exactly what's in it. I know that there are absolutely no chemicals, no emulsifiers that are going to alter my microbiome. And this is a superfood. Don't let this intimidate you. It's very easy to make your own yogurt or kefir at home. If you'd like to learn more about that, leave me a comment. And I am here ready to start my work day. Luckily, I have only one client this morning, so I have time to do some other stuff that I need to do. Work is actually more important than I thought in health. I tried it both ways. I used to be a workaholic when I was an oncologist. That definitely took a toll on my health. And then for a while, I tried to do the sabbatical thing and not do anything but enjoyable things, and I was going crazy. Is the typical hormesis thing. Not enough stress in our lives is not good either. We need to have at least a little bit of stress, not to mention purpose. So my morning work is done. I had one client today, did some of the paperwork like writing notes, checking emails, sending invoices. And now at noon is supposed to be my lunch break, but I'm going to try to squeeze in a meditation. On and off for a couple of years, I've been trying to add it consistently to my routine. In a lucky day, I may be able to do it longer. Today, I probably will only have 10 to 15 minutes. And it's lunchtime now. In a perfect world, we should all be able to make meals from scratch, but that's not possible in a busy workday. So I have found a brand of microwave food, and this is not a sponsored video, that has an excellent score at the Yuka app, the app I use to make sure my food doesn't have any chemicals. And this is the final result. It doesn't look very good now, but I'm going to mix it. I got rid of about 3/4 of the rice. I added a mixture of arugula and baby spinach. I usually prefer to add my own microgreens, which I grow here, but I couldn't start a new batch. So I eventually maybe will show you how to grow your own microgreens. Let me know if you're interested in that. By the way, do you notice that I always seem to choose cute dishes? That's part of my glimmers for the day. I like to have things that make me smile. And here's going to be my dessert. Remember the goat milk kefir I made earlier today? That is a great source for extra protein, calcium, and live cultures and fermented foods, with also medium chain triglycerides that help boost the mitochondria. And I combine that with collagen. And of course, after my lunch, the next step in my routine is my sacred coffee. And usually I try to relax a little bit with my app, playing some games for a few minutes before resuming work. But today I have my son here. Say hi, David.
Hi, I'm David. I'm 19. How are you all doing today?
And this is my boy heading to college very soon. And we have some things to do. So my break is going to be cut a little short. After my lunch, what I did was mostly sound editing, both for the channel and for some books that I'm converting into audiobooks. And my new thing is that I'm doing that while pacing, so I can squeeze in steps. I'm a big believer in steps for metabolic health. It doesn't count as cardio most of the time, but it helps with the blood sugar and insulin spikes, which is an important part of my regimen as a cancer survivor. And I realized I was cutting my head off, so I hope you can get a better view of my t-shirt now with Wonder Woman, my childhood hero, and a better look at my collection of glimmers, including my little present for my husband, my petrified wood, and all those cute things. Something we didn't talk about yet is the importance of hydration, of course. I'm getting ready for the gym. One of my best additions to my routine has been this reverse osmosis water filter that one of my clients recommended. And this is not a sponsored video and have nothing to do with this brand, but it has really taken away the taste of chlorine of the water. In addition to taking away the PFOS and microplastics and other things that are not good for your health, it has really improved the taste of the water. So now I drink a lot more water than before. And I just got my icy water ready for the gym. And by the way, if you hear some reggae in the background, that's my husband's favorite music. Music is a big part of our household. We are constantly listening to some music depending on our mood. This is my gym. I've been a member of this gym now for 6 years. And this is Rosanna, my trainer. Say hi to the camera, Rosanna.
Hi, how are you?
This is our gym and we'll be getting started. This is another introduction to my health lately, which are the wired AirPods. Doing whatever we can to decrease EMF, radiation, and one of the things we're doing is using the Bluetooth as little as possible. We haven't been able to eliminate it completely, at least I haven't, but little steps, 1% at a time. I'm about to get on the elliptical now, and I usually do my workout listening to the happiest music in the world, the cheesiest tunes you can ever imagine. I can never overemphasize how crucial life and death it is to build muscle mass as we age. It's the key to our metabolic health, to our better aging, to everything. And I'm here after my shower. Of course, I wasn't going to show you that. And even my shower is part of my joy and health routine. I have a collection of aromatic soaps, depending on my mood, whether it's almond, citrus, or flowers, that bring me so much joy. I try to make my shower a moment of enjoyment. Speaking of enjoyment, I don't know if you could hear that guitar playing in the background. That's my husband, David. I admire that from him. He is religious with the things that bring him joy, including his playing his guitar. I play a little bit of guitar, a little bit of piano, and I admit that I forget to do it, especially during the weekdays. I owe it for another video, my coloring. After being a cancer survivor twice, I had to stop using dyes. I found how horrible the hair dyes are. So it has been a journey trying to figure out what is the best option. I tried henna, didn't do anything. I tried Vision, it made my hair practically jet black. And now what I'm doing is a temporary dye. Now I'm getting ready for my dinner and talk about meals made from scratch. My husband is a better cook than me. He makes this chicken in the Dutch oven, chicken breast, no skin, pure protein, very little fat. I'm going to have it with mashed sweet potato. Oh, it's beautiful. We eat for about 3 days with the same batch. And it also has the advantage that when you cool it overnight, it reconstitutes the carbs, and it's better for your glycemic index. And it's time for my reward. I calculated my macros. I met and exceeded my protein goal. I was still under my calories so much that I was able to add some plantain chips to my dinner. I added that for some crunchiness to my dinner. I had my pear for some extra fiber and a little more of fruits and vegetable servings. And now, today is going to be my healthy version of a Reese's peanut butter cup, the healthiest peanut butter I could find, and some chocolate. I insist that when something brings you joy, it compensates for a little bit of chemicals. And after dinner, I usually try to go for a walk. Right now I'm grounding myself barefoot on the ground. I usually do that in the morning, but this morning I was in a little rush and didn't. And this is the time when we play with the cats, we relax. My daughter usually sits on the swing. And In less hot days, we walk to the sunset. Right now, the sun sets so late, it says practically when it's my daughter's bedtime. I'll see if I can squeeze in a little walk to slow down that blood sugar spike. You may be wondering about supplements, so brace yourselves. Way too many. We actually don't take the majority of them anymore, but that's for another episode. So it's the end of a long day. I just spent a couple of hours with the family doing our bedtime routines. My daughter, as you may know, she's in the spectrum. We have a very strict bedtime routine. I'm going to now get ready for bed myself, which includes an extensive oral hygiene routine. We didn't talk much about that, but oral hygiene is crucial for your health. Brushing, flossing, bedtime is sacred. My husband and I call it the Olympic competitive sport of sleeping. We start dimming the lights, getting away from electronics, reducing blue light, lowering the temperature in the room, and preparing to slow down for the night. This is a serious thing for the health, sleeping as deeply as possible. If you're wondering what you are seeing here is one of my healthy, non-chemical beauty tips. Face tape to avoid wrinkling the face in the middle of the night. If you'd like me to talk more about healthy beauty tips, let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon.